Hello everyone! Now we're back. I am Jeremiah Salvador Tuliao from the College of Education and Philippine College of Science and Technology. And now we are going to tackle about the special senses. Alam niyo po, I am very excited to share with you about this topic, the special senses. Our objectives for today to describe and list the major forms of special senses, which are the tactile, gustation, olfactory, visual, and auditory. Ano nga ibig sabihin ng tactile, kuya? Yan. First is tactility, ibig sabihin is touch. Yan. Touch. Yan. Diba? Nakikita naman natin, meron tayong mga iba't ibang gifts din, diba? Pero dito iba't ibang language of love, diba? At isa ito yung touch. Yan. Ano nga bang ibig sabihin ng touch? Touch specialized nerve receptors are located in the dermal layers of the skin which are sensitive to pressure associated with touch, heat, cold, and pain. These are specially modified sensory neurons called receptors. There are also receptors in muscle tissue which detect stretching, force of contraction, and stretching of tendons. Yan po yung touch na tinatawag natin. Yan. Next is, let's go to the skin receptors. First, free nerve endings. It has a free nerve endings. Nociceptors, like dito po natin makikita or mararamdaman the temperature, mechanical, pain, itching, tickle, stretching. Yan, yung dermis. Nakita po natin yung part ng mga dermis dyan. Dermis part. Yan. And letter B is the Merkel disc. Light pressure, mechanical, and discriminative touch. Dermis. Letter C is the root hair plexus. Like hair movement, mechanical dermis. Yan po. Para tayong bumalik sa topic natin na skin, no? So let's go to the second part, the encapsulated nerve endings, which is A, Mason's corpuscle. Yan, light pressure mechanical located in hairless areas like palms, hand, and soles of feet. And it is called the discriminative touch and vibrations. Yan, letter B is a Rufinus corpuscle. Yan po. Mechanical thermal, like rough and persistent touch. Yan. Makikita natin like kapag rough po yung palm nyo, di ba? And letter C is the Crozes corpuscle, mechanical thermal touch, low frequency vibration, dermal of mucous membranes. Letter D is Physician corpuscle, deep pressure mechanical, deep pressure stretch, and high frequency vibrations. Dermis of skin and joint capsule. Yan po ang skin receptors natin. Let us see the image of our skin receptors. Yan po, makikita po natin, no? Nakita po natin yung layer ulit ng ating skin. Yan, very important din po kasi yung role ng skin sa pagdating sa sensory natin, which is touch. Very common po ang unang system po talaga na nahahambing sa touch, 'di ba? Which is the skin, 'di ba? Yan po. Let's go also to the muscle receptors. Kanina skin receptors, ngayon naman po is yung muscle receptors. Muscle, encapsulated nerve endings. The muscle spindles stretch mechanical sense of muscle length, all skeletal muscle. Golgi tendons receptors stretch mechanical muscle tension. Yan po. Let's go to the second sense of our body, which is the gustation or taste. Yan. Sino dito ang gutom na, di ba? Yan. Taste buds, ibig sabihin po ng taste buds, located on the tongue. Some are located within other areas of the mouth. Papillae, small elevated projections on the tongue. Fungiform, sweet, uh, yan, circumvallate, like, ibig sabihin nito is bitter pala. Yan. And foliate, which is sour, contain taste buds, all taste salty. Yan. Feel form are sensitive to touch. Yan. And nagutom tuloy ako. Yan. Gustatory cells, ang ibig sabihin po ng gustatory cells, specialized receptors located on each taste buds, 50 to 125 per taste buds, have special hair-like projections sensitive to various chemicals, act as stimuli for various taste of sensations. Gustatory nerves connected by the cranial nerves to the medulla oblongata relays the message to the thalamus, to the gustatory center of the brain where the stimulus is interpreted. Yan. Gustation and olfactory are closely associated to produce the sensation of taste. Yan. Meron pong tulong ng olfactory. Yan po. Let us go to the image of gustation. Yan po. Ang ating dila. Yan. Yan po yung image ng ating dila. And let's go to the olfactory, which is smell. Sensory cells located in the epithelial lining of mucous membrane of the nose. Olfactory neural chemoreceptor have specialized cilia. We detect the presence of specific chemicals within the air we breathe. Yan. The neurons connected to the olfactory bulb, when stimulated, sends a message to the olfactory center of the brain where the smell is interpreted. Yan. Yan ang po yung pag-amoy natin. Yan. Makikita po natin yung image ng ating nose. Yan po. Yan. Let's go naman sa ating auditory, which is hearing. At isama na rin po natin yung balance. The ear is a dual organ. Not only is responsible for the sense of hearing, but also it functions as the organ of balance. The sensation of balance and hearing are both associated with the specialized receptors with hair-like mechanoreceptors like hair cells. Yan. The ear is divided into three major regions. Number one is the external. It is the pinna or auricle and auditory canal. Letter B is the middle. It contains tympanic membrane, which is the eardrum, and the auditory ossicles, which is the malleus or hammer, incus, anvil, and the stapes, it is the stirrup. Yan po ang tatlong major regions ng ating tenga. Yan. Makikita po natin yung image ng ating tenga dyan. Yan po yung mga parts, the tiny parts of our ear. Yan. The middle ear, it is the Eustachian tube, connects to the ear, to the throat, and equalizes pressure. Ossicles, hammer, malleus, outermost bones receives vibrations from tympanic membrane. The anvil, incus, it is the middle bone. The stirrup, stapes, it is the innermost bone, transfer vibrations to the cochlea. Yan po. The hearing, hearing pa po ulit tayo. The inner hearing, which has the vestibule, space between the cochlea and the semicircular canals. Cochlea, snail-shaped structure, fluid-filled with endolymph and perilymph. Contains the organ of Corti, or Corti. Yan po. The organ of Corti, tiny hair-like cells that pick up vibrations and transfer them to the auditory nerve. Yan. And semicircular canals contain liquid, perilymph, and tiny hair-like cells that blend with motion to help maintain equilibrium. What is auditory nerve? Carries information from the ear to the temporal lobe of the brain. Also remember that. And next is yan po pala yung sinasabi ko kanina po, no? Next is the inner ear continued. Number 1 is the perilymph, thin liquid in space of the inner ear. The endolymph, thick liquid found in the cochlear ducts of the inner ear. Yan. The pinna, the tympanic membrane, the auditory ossicles. Yan. Basahin nyo na lang po or you can write down on your notes. Yan. The cochlea, nabanggit ko na po kanina. Yan naman po ang way kung paano nagpo-flow yung message ng ating hearing. Number 1 is the pinna. Number 2 is auditory canal, tympanic membrane, malleus, incus, stapes, cochlea, organ of Corti, auditory nerve, and temporal lobe of brain, which is it has going to give a response, di ba? Doon sa narinig natin. Yan. So let's go to the balance. Yan, nakikita naman po natin yung balance dyan. Yan po yung balance. Yung cream color na nasa ating tenga. Yan po. Yan. Next is, what is vision? The eye is the organ of vision. Yan. It converts light energy into electrical nerve impulses which are then interpreted by the brain as sight. The lens of the eye focus light on the retina. The retina contains specialized nerve receptors sensitive to light intensity, rods, and wavelengths or colors of light, cones. The optic nerves then carries the message to the center of the occipital lobes. Yan po. To the brain where it is interpreted as the sight in the visual center of the occipital lobes. Vision, conjunctiva, the thin transparent tissue that covers the outer surface of the eye, secretes oils and mucus that moisten and lubricate the eye. Cornea, clear, allows the light to enter the eye, most interior part of the eye. Yan po yung cornea. Eyelashes, yan, mga eyelashes natin, protects the eye from debris. Eyelid, work to keep the eye moist. Yan. Paano ba yung blink? Yan. Yan po yung ating eyelid. No? And the sclera, the white of the eye. Kung nakikita po natin yung white around the black of the eye. And the lens, direct images to the retina, help focus on the images of the changing shape. The lacrimal gland produces tears. Yan, kung umiyak po kayo, ito po yung gland kung saan nagpo-produce ng pag-iyak. Yan, tears cleanse and moisten the eye. Kills bacteria, kaya pala maganda ang umiyak. Yan. This is very essential din po, no, ang pag-iyak. Yan. Next is the pupil, a space in the iris where light enters. And iris, the colored part of the eye, muscular center, controls the amount of light entering the eye by changing size of the pupil. Yan. Actually, marami pa po. Yan. Makikita natin dyan yung choroid, coat, aqueous humor, vertrous humor, and also the ciliary body. Suspensory ligaments holds the eye in the place. Retina, interiormost layer of the eye. Yan, the macula, the center region of the retina. Yan. The optic nerve, yan po, the active nerve, carries the impulses from the retina to the occipital lobe of the brain. Yan po, optic disc, fovea centralis, extrafoveal region, the area of rods, also where the peripheral vision occurs. Yan. So, tignan po natin ang image ng eye natin. Yan po, makikita po natin dyan yung mga parts ng eye natin. Yan. Bigyan po ng 5 seconds to know that, to see the parts of our eyes. Yan. And the retina structure. Yan po. And also our visual pathway. Number 1 is the cornea, axis humor, iris and pupil, lens, vitreous humor, retina, optic nerve, and the last part is the occipital lobe of brain. Yan. Tignan natin yung light refraction, the common refraction on disorders. Yan po. The color blindness test, diba? Ano ba yung number 1? Number 25, 45, 6, 29, 56, 8. Yan. It's just a test for us. Yan. It's very important for us to know and to have medication din sa ating eye. Yan. Spot 56. Yan. Spots. Yan. Ishihara color blindness test. Yan. Normal color vision. 5 revealed in the dot pattern. And red-green color blindness. 2 revealed in the dots. Yan. Actually, test po yan, di ba? Pero, maganda pong gawin kapag nagkaroon na po tayo ng face-to-face. But, it's just a part of my report for today's topic. Yan po. So, another topic na natapos, and see you sa ating another topic. Thank you guys for watching, and may you blessed. Yan po. And let us acknowledge also, 'di ba, yung pag-create ni God sa atin with this kind of sensory organs na meron tayo, 'di ba? Okay, thank you guys, and God bless.